Hello friends. Alrighty, who's selling the stream? Got us in on the deal, Keegs.
Yeah, we want a part of that.
Phew. We keeping the lights on there and somebody's selling the stream. That is very, very naughty.
Does someone actually have like, I want to say proof of that? Or the guys just like, where'd they come up with this?
Chad, who's selling the stream, talk to me. At least share some of the revenue. Alrighty, Chad, Bonang will be joining us today. I think he's a little bit late. He did mention he's gonna join. Slashy, send us the proof, my brother. Alrighty, Chad, Scully. How did you get sliced like a chicken last night, my brother? How did you get sliced like a chicken? Chad, I did what I said I was gonna do last night. Let me just show you guys. I said the only way where I will start to long is at that average daily range level. And I actually longed. Let me just show you guys here quickly. I never say something that I'm not going to do myself. So I actually had longs last night. Let me show you. So Scully Petroli. Alrighty, Chad, there's that there's that level I was talking about last night. There was my first position, second position, third position. This was about half an hour before the close, and I was like, markets are not gonna pop in the last 30 minutes, so closed out at break even. Gave the trade the idea. The pop was just not strong enough, so Chad, Scully, what are you doing, my brother? Where did you start to long from? Currently short on US 30, sniper entry to drawdown, unfortunately. But first position in there, second one's going to be there, but we're going to talk about that very, very soon. Bonang not online yet. Okay. Alrighty, Chad, before we start, as always, good to be here with you guys. That drop killed me. Amen. Risk management. Your lot sizing is wrong. But we'll talk about it in the stream shortly. Chad, but before we start, as always, we are going to pray here today, and let's just bow our heads and get ready for the session. Father, we just want to thank you for another day. Thank you for bringing us all back safely. Lord, I just pray for your wisdom, your insight, your guidance as we go about our day today. We also pray for our families as they are at work, our children that's at school. Father, we pray that they will be blessed, protected. We pray that you will send your angels forth to form a hedge of protection around them. Lord, we also pray for each and every one of the members of this community, people listening to our voice right now, people that join these streams. Lord, we just pray that you will touch them in a special way in their lives, in their businesses, in their workplace, in their communities, in their family environment, Father. We just pray that they will make a big impact for you, Father. And above all else, Lord, we pray that today that we will glorify your name, that we will not try and take the glory for ourselves, but that in everything we do, Father, that we will glorify your name, Lord. And we pray this and we ask this, not because we deserve it, Father, because we are actually not deserving of anything good, but purely because of your grace and your mercy that is new every single day. We can come before your throne and humbly ask for these things. And we pray this and we ask this in the mighty name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And if you believe it, Chad, you can drop an amen now in the chat.
Amen.
Amen. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, Chad, if somebody is selling the stream, please let us know. I think there is Keeks a special place in hell. No, I'm kidding, Chad. Even that person can find grace and mercy. All right. Even that person, Keeks. The grace is extended freely. It is just for us to accept. All right, Chad. Getting straight into it for the stream sellers, the stream hoppers. Oh, all right. Okay, Chad, what do we have on deck today? We've got the EcoFin meeting in Europe all day in 22 minutes. That will be commencing. We've got the IV Purchasing Managers Index out of Canada a little bit later. And 4 o'clock, we've got ECB's Nagel speaking. All right. Yeah, we've got Bonang coming on a little bit late. Missed the prayer, but he's here. Give me 1 sec, Chad. Let's just get the chat off Bonang's face.
You made it though, bro.
Hey, Bonang, you missed the prayer, but it was a good one.
Amen. God is faithful. God is faithful.
Are you well, my brother?
I'm well. How are you today?
I'm very, very well. Very well.
Bonanga.
Bonanga mana.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alrighty, chat. So relatively straightforward day. Nothing too much going on the economic calendar. We're going to talk about the sentiment for the day as well very shortly. But let's get straight into the technicals. See where we are trading. Okay. Keeks, how's the music? Too loud? Too soft?
Nah, chill, bro.
I put this playlist is called Work Music for Deep Focus and Hyper Efficiency.
So we can be focused and hyper efficient.
That's what I'm trying to do, yeah, so we'll see how that goes.
Sounds like a plan.
Alrighty, Chad. Okay, so as mentioned from last week, there is a pullback. Pullback has occurred. You can see that dollar index coming back to retest that area. And now it is a question of whether we come back inside of this range. Sorry, Chad, the flu is going around. I'm rebuking any type of flu. There we go. Okay, so now, Chad, one thing that I do like is that we had this minor break of structure there. And now it's a case of whether we're going to get through that level or whether we reject. Okay, so still bullish. Sorry, Keeks, a lot of phlegm here in my throat.
Oh, weird, bro.
I actually want to mute my mic and quickly do that thing that. But anyway, let's just wait for this ad. You're slapping us the young ad, yeah.
Yeah, we getting hit with ads now.
Yeah, for that music.
Sure, okay.
Yeah. I must ask Kate, Kate, I don't know if you're watching. Wait. I have to get a little sinus tab.
My man is fighting here, Chad.
That's what I kill with sinus before. Okay.
Let's see what's gonna happen, yeah. She's in the pre-flow now. Should forward it. She says someone told Chris to download an ad blocker. Hey, being frick busy. Hey, Chad.
Sorry, man. The chat won't miss anything. We're still here. Sonic Cup. Sign you, Tabby. Alright. There we go, Chad. I feel a lot better already. Okay, let's quickly look at this. Dollar index currently at that point of control. Where are we sitting? We already took Asia lows, 200 EMA. So I'm going to say very simple. This zone right here, this entire zone is the zone to monitor. All right, slap bang in the middle there. US 30, sniper entry to drawdown this morning for me. Beautiful to see. Chad, before we start, as always, kindly note these streams are purely for educational and entertainment purposes only. You will absolutely guaranteed 100% lose money if you follow what we do here. So for that reason, please consult with your financial advisor before making any financial decision, and we do appreciate your cooperation in that. And with that being said, let's continue. US 30 currently bearish on the day for me. Why? Keegs, why am I bearish?
Took a previous daily high.
All right, Chad, there we go. Kigo knows the drill. Took a previous daily high, closed bearish engulfing. 2 consecutive bearish daily candle closes. That is a confirmed resistance. We also had this little pause candle. We also had that minor structure level there, and we closed back inside of it. Okay, so I am bearish on the day. I could be wrong, I could be right. Either way, I don't really care. For me, it's all about trading my plan. So first position in here at that point of control. This morning when I woke up and did my analysis quickly, I was like, beautiful, I'm going short, building my first short position. Second thing, we were below Asia highs, and now currently we are trying to go above it. So first position in, second position I will be adding up here, and then last position will be added up there. And where do I think we can potentially go? I think we can potentially come all the way down here, Chad. That is my idea. Daily S1, weekly S1, and first and foremost, previous daily low is going to be a key area, and also the daily flip. All right, so at no stage will I be going long today. I'm purely looking short. All right. NASDAQ on the daily. Beautiful. Okay, NASDAQ as well. Will I be bearish? And why will I be bearish? For the following reason. We closed back inside of this range. Let me just switch that off. We closed back inside of this range right here. So I do expect at some stage that we will flip bearish. And even if we don't flip bearish, then I'm just wrong on the day. And that is the retest holding. But I'm expecting us to potentially come all the way down there. All right, confirmed resistance. Not as clean as US 30 because we never took any previous daily highs. But one thing I can show you is that we are now effectively creating lower highs. You can see lower highs, and the lows are also getting lower. All right, so effectively some short-term bearishness. Then looking on the lower time frames, what do we have here? We've got Asia highs up here, and depending on whether we reject or whether we continue, this is going to be your key level to monitor. All right, very simple. Asia highs. Gold is a little bit of a tricky one. I was super bullish yesterday, and beautiful for the guys. I told you guys, Keeks, when I closed the trade, we should actually go and do a study on that, because I don't know if you saw what gold did after I closed. But nonetheless, Chad, I did say I wanted to bless you guys with the pips, so you guys got that. I would have been bullish today on gold, but the reason why I'm going to be neutral is we already took the previous daily high, and then we flipped back bearish again. And yesterday's daily candle, beautiful, took out 4 previous daily candle lows and then closed bullish. So for me today, gold is an absolute no-go for me. At no stage will I be trading gold here, unless the only way that I will be trading gold is one of two things. If we can trade here, if we can come all the way down and trade there, I will buy. But other than that, I am sitting out of gold today. purely due to the previous daily high being taken, and I want no part of it. Okay. Daily on GBP USD closed bearish inside of this range. Told you guys yesterday that we are bearish, effectively looking at this minor structure level that got broken down right there. Yo, this magnet. And then also yesterday mentioned to you guys that we are effectively trading below the previous daily low. So now for me, still bearish. It looks like we can come all the way down there, unless today's daily candle snaps this little downtrend and starts trading above here. Something like that. That is the only way that I can be bullish on GBP USD. Up until that time, I shall be bearish. Alright, is there a way to get involved with this instrument? Absolutely not. You should have been involved there. Alright, so for me, unless it comes back to Asia highs, no bueno. Yeah, nothing there for me. GJ, let's quickly look at GJ daily. Beautiful. Let me just do this. Okay. Alrighty, GJ daily breaking out. I shall be bullish. I was bullish yesterday. I'm still bullish now. Big thing is, what do we do at this previous daily high? Let's just see where we can trade to. Ooh. Okay, that is where we can trade towards. Okay, bullish. Let's check the low time frames. Okay, previous daily high, currently holding point of control up there inside the Asia range. So yes, Chad, I would be looking for buy opportunities there. That's also going to hit with the 200 EMA. Other than that, nothing.
Sure.
Nothing for me. Keys, you don't mind going over to Bonang first, and then.
Yeah, no, bro, chilling.
All right, Chad. That is the rapid fire analysis. Over to you, my brother Bonang.
Thank you so much. Thank you. How is my sound? I didn't check today.
Sound is solid.
Oh, wonderful. Thank God. All right, guys. I hope everyone is doing well this wonderful morning. We are back at it once again. I hope you had a very, very blessed weekend. On my side, it was a very hectic and a busy weekend, but God is faithful. Now, we are at US 30. US 30, we went long on Friday in the market closure, and then on the opening of that gap, the market opened bullish and hit our break even there. Now we are seeing the market a little bit giving some down signals, and remember I spoke about this area here being a bit of a resistance, and I even said it, if you buy at this level you are likely going to be trapped. One, because the market is not giving any volume beyond the all-time highs, as one may say. So the market is likely going to decline, and that's the decline that we saw. Those that are wise enough were able to catch these sales without any stress at all. And then looking at the market structure today, this market is bearish, guys, giving bearish signals. But there is something again that also gives me it's more like a concern. You know, this area here, the fact that the CV and the key zone for me are next to each other like that, usually they always signal a strong support. That means we can't sell right now. We would rather observe and see how the price is going to be like. Why? Because this market is likely going to bounce from where it is sitting there and push all the way up there. So there's a possibility that this market may actually move all the way to that zone there before going anywhere, or even beyond that zone, pushing all the way to this TP here, which is 45,172. So, and then from there, if we hold above there, that means bulls are very much in control and are likely going to continue in control. Nevertheless, the mathematics again today are giving a bearish signal. That means this is our sell entry for 44406 from that area of interest all the way to this level. So what do I do this morning? I'm just going to risk this one, though I'm not that much comfortable with it. I'm just going to take a sell here. This is my mind, by the way. So don't do what I do or else you lose your money. This is not financial advice. So basically, this is how I'm going to be, and I'm going to target this level. There's a high possibility that this market may drive all the way up, but this is the best thing that I can do. I am seeing a break of structure broken, may be retested, and then the market may drive all the way down. Our targeted projected TP for the day is 43984.16. This is where this market is going to be heading today. So let's see what happens in that kind of a trade. Looking at NASDAQ, right? NASDAQ, similar situation happened yesterday. And I believe that today is Tuesday. As you can see, the market opened very bullish. We entered buys before the Friday market closure, bullish. The market went there, and there was a rejection. We did not reach our target, guys. We were supposed to reach the CV, which is 22866, which is our first target. Unfortunately, the market declined. This probably is because of the New York opening and also the fact that the market was at an all-time high, and this one is bound to happen. What happens then? We hit our stop loss yesterday. Definitely, that stop loss was hit there. For me, this is not a winning trade. It's a losing trade, by the way. So now looking at how the market is today, the market is giving me bearish signals once again. So as of NASDAQ, similar situation. I'm going to execute market execution just at that price where the price is currently sitting. That's basically what I'm going to do, just there. And then how is my stop loss? Right, that PRV, which was our targeted area of yesterday, and then this here will be my TP. The risk reward ratio is not that bad, so I'm willing to play with these cells right here. So now, if you don't want to take, or if one would not want to take trades, for example, with this kind of market condition, for me, I'm at a position more like one would say there is no proper or clear direction of the market right now. Nevertheless, one would want to sit here with a sell stop 22,685 sell stop. That means you are willing to wait for price to bounce from where it is bouncing, tap you in, and then goes down, because today's mathematics is pointing down. That means we are going to be coming to 22508. Basically, that's where this is. That's where this market is headed. But for me, I would rather play with sells more than buys at the moment. Why? Because buys have failed to break the all-time highs. Buys have failed to go all the way up. This may happen only if there is high impact news, but let's see what the market does. I'm on sales right now on NASDAQ. Jumping into gold, which is my last pair right now. Yeah, this is third week of me holding this gold. I have become an investor on this one, Chris. Third week, we are not driving down, we are not driving up. The market is still within. They just don't want to pay me. I don't know if I'm no longer prayerful or what. We see the market dipping in, going back to enter again. Every time I come into the chart, I find the market into my entry. And then if I look aside, the market will drive into profits. When I come back, I find it there. You know, I can't even get a chance to even break even here. What do? Let me continue holding as an investor. There's nothing that I can do, guys. I just have to make sure that these trades, they continue running. Nevertheless, the target is still the same. The direction or the idea is still the same. 32.20 is a must, that it must be hit unless otherwise. But then I'm going to still continue holding onto that trade. No stress, no kululu, no kalala for me. If it happens that this market drives, guys, this sell setup will be invalidated as soon as we break this level and go beyond 33.44. You see, if price goes beyond 33.44 from here and hold above there, yeah, then the price is likely going to drive all the way up. Nevertheless, as long as the price is still below that area here, then we are likely going to continue going down and down and down. So basically, this is how I am. And this is why my sales are still very much valid. I'm still holding onto my sales. Nevertheless, whatever happens here happens, but a change has already happened. So whatever fluctuation is happening can be just noise, but definitely the market has to come here. So thank you so much. And over to you, Chris, and over to you, Kicks.
All right, Chad, we've got the big man himself, Mr. Humble 3000 in the
Chad. Let's get into it, guys. Start us off with the dollar. So keep in mind, we still have that neutral outlook. We spoke about this again yesterday. Big idea of just that we're trading bullish because of it being a Monday. Want to see that test. We did get above that yearly support, basically testing the monthly pivot. So that's ticked off of our bucket now. But gapping down almost immediately and then back underneath that yearly. So all that hard work the dollar did yesterday literally being erased with that gap. And we want to see if it can get back. Otherwise, if it holds underneath that yearly support, that's where that bearish momentum is going to come in. So really today with the dollar, very, very simple stuff. If this can hold daily pivots, get above weekly highs, Asia highs, hold that yearly support, it can go bullish for that gap fill and then continue its trend. Otherwise, if we continue to hold over here, taking out Asia lows, we're going to see a move to the downside. So we'll just monitor that, but still that neutral position leaning a bit more bearish. Going over to the indices, again, quite an interesting one. I'm going to still stay bearish. Yeah, that little bit of a move up, but the big thing for me is we've been trading bearish, we've been keeping that momentum, and we still trade underneath that area. So we want to monitor it over there.
Sorry, man. Chad, markets are open and in motion. This is round 3. Get ready. Ding, 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 ding. Sorry, Kigo. Here we go.
So on the NASDAQ, I was on the 4 hour. Very simple. All we want to follow is this 4 hours. So this is where I'm going to look for the sales very, very simply with that neutral outlook. Is purely because of this. If we can get above this area, I'll switch to looking for buys. If we reject trade underneath there, I'm going to still be looking for sales. Simple as that. You can see on the 15 minute, it's our typical move. Asia lows untested, so we'd see that sell coming in there. Asia highs, this is your retest. Also a sweep of the high, so you're just going to continue to monitor that. Going over to US 30, again, same idea. You are bearish, you've broken back underneath the key area. Trading there, you can see that structure break. So this one still has a little bit more momentum in that to gain if it wants to do that. But the weekly pivot, we smashed right through. You could anticipate move. Okay, I'll have to find the pushback. You can see that move coming back after the fact, the weekly pivot, and see what happens there on that retest. So we're going to have to monitor there. 15 minutes, you guys can see almost copy and paste of what NASDAQ's doing. So trade bullish here. Could give that retest of the weekly pivot. Then if it closes back underneath, that's where we look for the sells. Otherwise, this could continue just to grind upwards. Then lastly, with gold. Gold's obviously all over the place at the moment, quite aggressive. So we're going to keep it simple there. Still a neutral outlook, and the reason we're neutral is we have traded bearish. This did not come for the retest. Technically, we are trading bullish. We did get above after a massive wick rejection, holding that area over there. So we're going to monitor that. On the 4 hour, trading bullish, nice pullback. You want to see this break back above to continue to the top side. So all we're going to do here, guys, is very, very simple. You're going to monitor this. You have now had Asia lows. You had all this rejection over there. Simple. I will only go bearish if this thing breaks underneath there, the monthly pivot EQ, and it takes out Asia lows, because that's where I want to see volume drive in. Otherwise, where we sit now, this thing can definitely, as it's grinded away, got back above here, easy. You're going to go Asia highs, and once you take Asia highs, you can look for that previous daily high and just see this thing start to grind back to the top side. So very much a neutral outlook on gold today, but at the current moment, I am going to be switching into buy mode on gold. But Chad, that is everything from me.
Kigo, that was quick and fast. Slashy, drop the names, my brother. We are here for you guys every single day, so it's just fair for you to let us know who's doing us in here. What do you guys rate, Chad? Slash should drop. Do it, Slashy. We'll give Slashy a $5,000 vault funded challenge if he drops the names.
My only thing is, guys, and I mean, Slash, we love you, but Why even bring something up if you're not going to name the person?
We call Liam Neeson. He's got a particular set of skills. Alrighty, Chad. Currently in the shorts. Oh, Nazam, sorry, man. We've put off the donos because you guys were hitting us with too many donos. But we'll put the donos back on one of these days. Hi, Bo, what's going on here? Alrighty, chat. Quick one here. Sentiment score for the day. Compliments of AI. Gold drivers, US-China trade tensions and new tariffs. Proposed 25% tariffs on Japan, South Korea. That's one. Extension of tariff reprieves reduced immediate safe haven demand, causing a 0.7 drop. Rising treasury yields, US 10-year yield near 2-week highs, weakening gold's appeal, de-dollarization and central bank buying. BRICS and others increasing local currency trade. Central banks bought 244 trillion in Q1. ETF inflows $30 billion year to date. Bullish institutional forecast. JP Morgan expects $4,000 per fine ounce by H2 2026. And HSBC raised 2025 average to 3,215. All right, sentiment and outlook for gold is sentiment score is plus 0.3, mildly positive, mixed signals. Safe haven appeal versus yield curve pressure. Probability today, bullish 55%. Trade concerns plus central bank demand, and bearish 45%. Then US indices, key drivers, trade jitters, Trump's letters on tariffs spurred risk aversion. US indices down 0.8, 0.9% yesterday. Corporate and macro strength. Record highs into June. Q2 up strongly despite earlier tariff drawdowns. S&P plus 10.6% in Q2. Upcoming Fed minutes and economic data. Market eyes Fed's June minutes due tomorrow and inflation earnings for direction. Sentiment score minus 0.2, slightly negative. Trade concerns outweigh upbeat Q2 data. Probability is bearish, tariff anxiety plus elevated yields, and 40% bullish, strong fundamentals, clouds uncertainty. Commentary, gold remains buoyed by trade friction and structural trends. De-dollarization. Keeps try saying that 3 times quickly. Don't try it. Central bank buying ever bond yields and easing tariffs cap gains in the near term. US stocks face short-term pressure from trade tension and yield pressure, though Q2 strength remains supportive. Fed guidance and macro updates, inflation and jobs could shift sentiment later in the week. Alrighty, Chad. That is the Daily Scoop. Brought to you by Chris Marker Beard.
Have we said who it is yet?
What's that?
Who the person is?
No. Oh, did he? Wait, it's slash drop. So Sage Trades watches 2G streams and Signals must pay $100 to watch her.
Do we have... Where did you see that, Slash?
He said on a social media.
But then you say there's the other one.
There's another one. I said both names already. Read up. Okay, wait. Slash Awana. Let's quickly go to... Slash doing a number here on the guys. Go wait, I can...
Check your RG, brother. Checking, brother.
The rat's name is Fubs. Whoa! But where's Fab's ratting to slash?
Wait, did you send me anything, brother? I don't have anything here that.
Wait, that slash
On my
sent me
IG.
something. Hey, Chad.
Well, you said check my IG. There's nothing.
The drama continues. Find out in the next episode.
Alright, send it to you now, Keeks. Okay.
Just give context in terms of.
Is there anything I missed?
Hey, Bonang, the guys are, well, not the guys. There's a lady apparently selling the streams for $100. Where the guys can get it for free.
Is that true or is just a rumor?
I'm not sure. We're gonna need to investigate a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
investigative journalism.
Yes, sir.
And then somebody mentioned, Lennon, why did you guys say Daddy if X is gonna get choked? Is he also selling something here that's for free?
Alright, slash, just let me know once you've sent it, brother.
And if Fabs, don't worry, we'll get we'll collect all of the information.
Hey, well, yes, Sage Trades. How would I win? Sometimes I oppose your purely entertainment.
The drama continues. Keeks, the drama
This is
continues.
like days of our trades, bro.
Yo, Chris, your OGTP hit yesterday. I know, Dara. I know. Mo came to me this morning. He's like, bro, that trade of yours beautiful that you hold. I'm like, I only took 100. But no, it's good to see the analysis played out. I think we had 33.50 if I'm not mistaken. I'll just go back on the stream. Oh, look at these shorts. Bro, we've been chopping these markets, hey, Keeks. Yeah, Chad, gold is now, it's holding above that point of control. The only reason I don't like it is this. That there. Taking a previous daily high, failing to hold above, not good. GJGU, not even going to look at it. NASDAQ, nothing on NASDAQ for me. US 30, obviously we are looking short. All right. Dan, this is our own indicator. It's called the 2Gs indicator. And you can get it if you go exclamation G. I took a long, went break even. Yeah, I like it, Brian. Like I said, I like it. The only thing that concerned me was that. So I was like, mentally, I'm going to throw it out and just focus on US 30. I also caught Chris TP yesterday. Beautiful chat. We started off the week strong. That's all that matters. Chat 200 likes for a discount. Then any coders in the chat willing to, but quick G, Chris, why not just hold to all-time highs? Horror, no. For me, it's more about getting on the board. So yesterday, closing out, starting off the week solid. Immediately, if you lock in some decent profits at the start of the week, it just takes the pressure off. So you almost just build your risk capital for the week. So if I take a loss today, in essence, I'm just giving away what I won yesterday. So it's more important for me on a Monday to make sure that I'm in the blues and there's some money secured in the trade account. Chris was on the no sleep gang last night. Hey, Lyndon. Have to. Keegan said we're ramping up in Q3 and 4, so
no playing around anymore, bro.
He's leading strong here, the man. He's wearing designer clothes and all of that. This man, Bonang, every day a new outfit. I don't know this brand, Yera.
He's very smooth.
No, this man he's got Castle Lagerfeld shoes on.
He must give us the source of income.
He's got a Bogart jean. Is that a Bogart jean, Keeks?
Hera.
He's got a Hera jean. This Chad, this man is dripping here. I can actually see there's a
give
mop.
Us some sauce.
There's a mop here. All of the drip here on the floor.
Chad.
Huh, Kigo? What's happening here? Karl Lagerfeld. What do those shoes cost, Keeks? They don't look cheap though, bro.
Bro, we don't talk about the monetary value. You got to focus on the journey.
Okay.
Not the monetary.
But I'm not gonna lie, that is a dope shirt though.
Nah, bro, I love this.
This is a. It's almost like a jacket type shirt.
Yeah.
Bro, it looks dope.
Don't worry, I'll visit his wardrobe. I will select few things there.
No, this man is dripping. This man is dripping.
Nice.
Jeez, probably because I wanted to ask my competition account for July was breached due to inactivity when it says yesterday's date and time of 5 o'clock.
My brother, please note that you have to be trading it in a 3-day period. So please just, if you think they're not breached, please just email support@vaultfunder.trade and we will reinstate the account. But kindly note that there is an inactivity period.
Party 4 tonight. It's the gentleman's tracksuit from Bogart.
No, bro, I don't have drip. I told Keeks I've got 4 outfits and I'm weird.
Bro, we actually got you to wear Bogart. Where do you, now that you have it? Do you have it just to put it in the cupboard?
No, I'll wear it, but I don't want to wear it under a jacket though. That one drippy one I'll wear. So my drip here, Chad, is Woolworths. And then for the under tea, it's a Woolworths original.
Okay, now I'm not gonna stir the pot here now. But obviously, we always say we are gonna back things up. And Sage, unfortunately, I do have to call you out on one thing though, just because that's just being transparent. You do say there, I'm yet to become a financial advisor, but on your platform you do say you're a certified financial analyst.
Ooh.
So there is a claim that's made. You can't really say it. That's the same as saying you're FSC regulator, but you're not. Like, I'm just being transparent. I'm not trying to completely stir the pot now, but that is a claim you can't really make. Because that's what I'm just saying. Like, you are openly saying it, yeah, but then on your platform it does say something different.
All right, Sage, you got to remember, if you're a certified financial analyst, did you do your CFA 1, 2, and 3? Because then you are a chartered member. So what I mean by that is your CFA is same as your CFP. It's an institute. It's the Institute of Certified Financial Analysts. Most probably one of the most difficult exams, CFA 3. So if you are, because it's trademarked and it's registered, chartered financial analyst. So maybe just check that out. Because if you are a certified charter holder, big ups.
Chat, I love how you guys will be like, Keys biting heads off early this morning. I said one thing. Everyone else has been going crazy here in the chat. Yes, I have FMVA, but I'm not a rep in SA. Chartered is not certified. I'm not gonna lie, I can't even comment on that one. I don't understand what you're saying there. You're
FMVA, what is?
I don't even know what that is.
All right, send us your certificate where you pass CFA 1, 2, and 3.
Yes, I joined. Need to go back to see the keys. Guys, I chilled, guys. Where do you guys think like I'm always like going crazy here on stream?
Sage, just send it to me so I can show the guys that you are actually a charter holder. Send us that quickly right now. Send it right now, Sage, in my IG DMs that show the guys. You should have it handy, or even take a picture of it, because if I had a CFA 3, it would be on the wall. Send it so we can show the guys. Send it, Sage.
Bonang is like, yo, hectic. Nah, man, I just don't understand. I'm still trying to follow. I'll comment. Don't worry. I'm still trying to follow exactly what could be the issue. And then Lyndon, Bonang, how was the weekend, my brother, and how's the wheels? All right. Yo, my brother, I had a very hectic weekend. One of our fellow pastors, she's currently going through some mental breakdowns, so we had to go there and attend to her on a ministry fulfillment. So we went there, spent the whole weekend there. Unexpected, we thought we were going to come on Sunday, but it was too late. The doctor said come back again tomorrow. Then yesterday we had to go to the doctor, and then that's when we drove down back to Pretoria. As for the wheels, yeah, we are cruising nicely, man. That thing is a beast on the road. Is a beast. It will carry me straight to where it took me from. Very smooth, very, very smooth, very, very smooth. So God is faithful, my brother.
Bum, 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 bum. Sure, I had my government name. Guys, it's not from CFA, it's from CFR.
CFI.
But Ernest, imagine being able to pass a test, but you have to copy other people's trades. I mean, when you're on stream here, sometimes you can copy, sometimes you cannot copy most.
No, but remember CFI, FMVA, financial modeling and valuation analyst. So this is something different. This is something different. CFI. But anyways, Chad. Yeah. People need to do what they need to do. We on business, so let's focus on that. Change your metric. Yes, only to competition accounts. Only to competition accounts. For your standard accounts, the inactivity rule is 35 days. Chad, we don't mind you guys redistributing the streams, but all we ask is do not ask money for it, please. If Chris, that US30 TP you said yesterday is sharp. Please don't charge somebody for something that you get for free. That's all we're asking. So if you want to share the streams in your community, if you want to go say, listen, it's for free, but never ever charge something, or don't charge people for something that you received for free. That is just that's not cool, man. We don't mind. You can share it, and also don't claim it to be your own work. Just give credit. Say, listen, the setup was from the 2Gs. You can go check them out. We don't mind that. We want everybody to win. And as much as we want everybody to win, we also don't want people taking advantage of the trading community. So that's all we're asking. We're not asking for anything else. Just be considerate of other people. Freely you have received, so freely you can give. All right.
Alright, Chris, I'd rather let people come and watch the stream rather than telling them to buy or sell. Lol. I would love everyone to have the wisdom you guys have here. There we go. Perfect though, bro. We appreciate you sending them, yeah? But that's it. It's all about just sharing it, doing it together.
Is there anyone who bought the stream?
I love it.
Do we have a customer here who says I paid for the stream? Where are they?
I bought it.
Bro, imagine. Bonang,
Lyndon, be serious. Be serious here. We're not playing here.
Bonang, imagine the following. You pay for a stream, then they send you the free link. And then every day you wait for the link.
Instead of subscribing and enjoy yourself.
No, I don't know.
But also for me, I think this would, if I'm asking this for the same reason, to say, if you can be a customer for a stream, just a link, it explains a lot about you who pays for that. I mean, you lack knowledge, and out of it you are going to perish, and that's you perishing there. That's you perishing there. How do you pay for a stream and actually send money and wait for you? It doesn't make sense. I don't think there is anything like that. If you are, show yourself. The one who buys is the one who is a problem. Show yourself. Where are you? You see where the issue is now. They are nowhere to be found. Where are they? Do you know that, Chris? People are so very much, I don't know, I don't want to disrespect anyone, but I've seen people who can sell you trading view. People think trading view is a system. It's an indicator. Also, people buy those things, pay for them. Some they can even buy MT4. Lack of knowledge. Yeah, the one who buys is the problem. Thank you, Tsep. That's the problem we need to deal with. Your mindset needs to change, or else you continue buying and buying and buying even things that don't really need you to pay for. Hey, they buy trend lines, like you are saying.
Ricardo, I think you do need the paid version, brother, because I think the free version only has got one alert, okay, one or two.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, yes, my brother. I mean, when you watch the stream, though, you're dodging buying trend lines. Too many John Cena's here now. We are aiming for, Ed, what did you say? 250 likes. 200. All right. Ed's saying 200 likes, and he's dropping you guys with the discount code.
Bonang, I'm in the office, man. So you are laughing too loud. This is very serious, guys. No, but let's not do this to people.
Imagine buying MetaTrader.
Yo.
Bonang, imagine selling MetaTrader.
Bro, so how's this? So
Can you imagine?
we had a guy, Kate's dad came to me the one day. He said, no, he just wanted me to see it. So this is like going back in the day, let's say like 20 years ago. And he said, yeah, there were these oaks. Like now today, it's clear as daylight. It's like they're scammers. But they went to companies with a whole, like, they called the guys into the boardroom. They did a whole presentation. Then they gave them, like, because first of all, it's a whole presentation on trading. And it's like 50,000 Rand
Oh yeah.
to enter.
It's,
Then they gave you like a whole book, which was basically just
baby.
telling you, bro, not even baby pips is better. Like general knowledge shit, and then so much stuff that's just irrelevant. Like they're just talking to you about what
Is that
forex
not stock
is.
market college?
I'm gonna see what it was, bro. And then there's a
Bro, they
little
were
disc,
big.
a little disc. It comes with the CD to install the trading app. It's basically MetaTrader, and then half the book is just to teach you how to use MetaTrader. Then nothing to actually do with trading, bro. Did these oaks not
No, that is
make
point.
massive bags?
Point.
Then when the oaks realized like this was such a scam, like you gave me just you actually just gave me the trading
Free stuff.
materials, but never taught me anything of how to trade. And then when they wanted to do stuff, these guys disappeared, gone, poof, can't ever find them. I was like, yeah, the nerve of some of these people, bro.
How do you sleep at night, though?
We are still very far, I'm telling you, in this life. Still
But
very
I was
far.
like,
Because
how hectic those would go, bro. Like you go to businesses, you go sit in the boardroom, and they're in your suit and tie, selling these guys these magical products, and then it's literally like I'm selling you MetaTrader, and then I just disappear.
just imagine. And honestly, again, you see where people neglect knowledge, Chris. There will always be a victim and be a customer to somebody else. And it's wisdom to that person who sold that thing. And he has met his fool on earth. And there are fools who always remain there in that. Sometimes I wish I could just enter people's minds and watch them. Like I'm saying, people need to be cleaned their brains. There's a lot going on, Chris. A lot. And people are so much ignorant to knowledge. All they want is, how much are we going to make? How much are we going to make? Then the person will be, okay, you are my customer.
Yeah.
They will keep you there. You buy those trend lines, you buy those MT4 platforms, you buy those MT5. My guy, I feel sorry. I feel sorry for some people.
You're the Wolf of Cape Road. Hey.
And even God, if he's to judge, they are not wrong. They're in business. You don't know MT4, so they will sell you the MT4. So why don't you want to investigate further before you jump into anything? Investigate further before you jump into anything. Even the prop firm space that we are in, investigate further before you jump into anything.
Yeah, so who was it now? It was Michelle that said that. You must have been way back because this can't be happening in 25. Thing is, it still happens in 25, but obviously the scams are to evolve. So think of it like this: someone did something like that, where, like I said, they literally had either their little USB stick with the installer on it, or it literally was like a CD with the installer. Because keep in mind, firstly, internet was barely a thing back then, And keep in mind, there wasn't things like today where, for example, everything's through download and through an app store and through things like this. Like, the same if you think of video games, you had to go buy a video game, it was a CD, you had to install the CD and all that stuff. It's the same thing. So when you did this, you couldn't quickly go Google this thing and be like, oh yeah, no, let me just download it and see, oh, it's a free download. It was things people paid for. I mean, if we go back to it, funny enough, I actually saw it this morning and it was like, yeah, all the 2000 kids won't even remember this. But do you remember that ad that used to come up on TV about, what's the name? Piracy. Piracy is a crime. And it's like, yo, would you steal a bike?
But
would you steal the phone?
Sorry, did you say it's coming back now with the IPTV?
Yeah.
Where the STV is like, if this is pirated and you're watching it, you're part of the problem.
Yeah. And it was just a thing of like, again, like back then, it was a whole thing that people used to make it like, you are a criminal if you downloading videos.
Bro, the Raja banks have a DVD. Woo! Please don't tell me that man had a DVD. No way.
They played that ad before the movie started. Yeah, I remember.
No ways.
Another victim is here. They are saying they've started. Close says I bought a Luno account with 3,500 rand. I'm still searching for. I think for it says for them till now. You see, you're a victim.
Yo, Keegs, imagine selling DVDs, my bro. That is next level.
You know, bro, but we alright, we do it, but we do it premium. It has to be a Blu-ray DVD.
Okay, no, yeah,
We'll throw it back, but in premium style.
They played that ad before the the movie started.
You knew the movie was going to be good when that ad played, yeah.
Imagine selling YouTube streams. Chad, there's so many ways to make money with AI. And while we're talking about AI, is there any coders that's willing to help me with that simple little automation? I'll put a link there. So if there's any coder willing to assist, otherwise I'm going to need to figure it out myself. But if there are any coders out there that's got a very good heart.
Yeah, Barney, it was a good move. The only thing is it actually fell a little bit short of Asia highs, so it never actually sweeped Asia highs.
Which move is that, Kigo?
It was like the gold sells from Asia highs sweep was beautiful. It happens every day. As I said, it was a nice sell off there, but it did actually miss Asia highs. It didn't take out Asia highs yet. Came close.
We'll work something out for the coder that will do that for us, my brothers. I would really, really appreciate it. I just want to automate. I think it's quite clear in that document what I want to do. No. 4-part Thunder. No, it's not Iron 3000. This is purely just a little automation. If there's any coders that has got some time, I've got quite a few ideas in the AI space. That if you want to partner on, contact me on Instagram. Got a lot of ideas.
Here's a question, bro. So if AI comes up with it, and someone else had something similar, have you not just stole their code? Because apparently you don't need to see the code to steal the code.
How do you mean if AI came up with it?
Like, no, if you went to people and said, AI, build me a indicator built off support and resistance.
It's a universal theory.
So it's universal. The person doesn't actually own the right to it.
It's unless support and resistance was patented by somebody and they own the rights to the proprietary information of support. Otherwise, it's completely free.
I see. Because I was just gonna say, I mean, if AI stole something, who do you sue?
AI. Yeah, I've seen that in too. When gold's gonna go to all-time highs, you'll see some pancakes coming out of the woodworks, holding gold since 2004.
There's a special today on stream. Buy London stream and get New York open for free. Hey Chad, you guys are naughty.
One of G's, I'm busy with XM account at the moment. Motive Han. So how it's gonna work is you will be added, and when you click on your indicators list, yeah, by invite only, you're gonna add this, and then you'll go from there. But you'll get a full instruction guide as well, so don't stress. Motive Han.
You ask AI who to show and how to do it. Oh.
Thoughts on USD ZAR? I haven't done my analysis on it. I'm gonna do it a little bit later for the newsletter.
When is CPI?
Next week, Tuesday.
Next week. USD ZAR is still overall bearish. We are at that 200 weekly EMA, so you could see some demand flow in. On the daily as well, it is starting to show some signs of wanting to go bullish. But it's still overall bearish. The only time I would say I can get bullish on USD ZAR is if we start trading above 17,950 above here. Then I can say we've almost snapped this downtrend, because we've just been in just this massive downtrend.
That's crazy. Did you see the first OpenAI attempted to back itself up onto a separate hard drive to stop being deleted?
Ah,
Whew. What platform is the indicator? It is on TradingView, but it will be coming to MetaTrader, but it will only be on MetaTrader for accounts with XM. Perfect for SA traders. I'm so jelly. My USD to GBP is kicking my ass, taking L's from exchange rates and not the market. We're gonna buy the 2G system. Whew. That's a lie about the backup AI thing. They literally told it to try and stop itself from being deleted.
let's maybe ask ChatGPT a question.
So they told it to do it and see if it could do it. It was a set of parameters. Okay. Chad, quick note. Actually, hold on. Side thing. Now that I saw that thing there, we need to actually talk about this, Chad. Hold on. Let's just get this here quickly. Obviously, you guys know the next giveaway now is a MacBook. What color would you guys want to go for? Like, let's just see here, Chad. Let's like maybe have a vote here. Would you guys want midnight, silver, space gray, or starlight? Hey, Chad. We go midnight, silver, space gray, or starlight. Let's just do this so we can. Let's see there. Midnight.
Kamogelo, I'll talk about you yesterday now, my brother.
Space gray. And starlight. We're done. Starlight. Midnight. Okay, it looks like midnight's winning here, guys.
Somebody asking about Asia highs, so let me quickly just go back to my screen here. So the thing for me is the only time I would be buying Asia highs is if we get a very clean, aggressive move, like moving strongly past through Asia highs, something like that, just straight up green candles, and then if it comes back as a retest, I will buy it. But something that hovers around Asia highs like this is not, even though that is a retest, you can see we are technically just going from range You're this magnet. We're going from range to range. So there's no impulsive moves here. So for that reason, this is not a valid Asia high buy setup. I hope that makes sense, my brother. Keys, you don't mind if I have this toast here? Bro, what are you having? Chad, look at what I'm having in a plastic little... Bro, we're supposed to be well-off traders with toast and biscoff. What is this man having? This man is having a McDonald's.
I've got chicken nuggets.
Did you buy it this morning?
It's from yesterday. Some chicken nuggets with some sweet and sour sauce.
Wonder what Bonang is having for breakfast.
Probably like salmon or something.
Some salmon and caviar.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Today I'm not having anything for breakfast. I just had coffee.
Are you fasting, my brother?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I just don't feel that hungry. How is Mo? How is Mo doing?
Mo is doing well, my brother. He went for a haircut over the weekend. The last time he went for a haircut, they left his hair on 1 HP, but they left it now on like 5, so it's looking good.
Smooth.
Squally Living 2Gs, I asked this question earlier. Apologies if I missed it. How did the biggest loss of your career impact you, and how did you go around the mental? Squally, it destroyed me, my brother. Mentally, it kills you. It's just a very big mental block. It's not really about the money. It's more about you question yourself. How did you get to the point of getting to that point?
I don't know. I think maybe you'd agree. I also feel like that moment is there, but I also feel it causes a spiral. Like everything changes from that point.
And you dwell on it. That's
Yeah.
the issue. Scully, I'm going to be very honest with you, my brother. I'm going to be very straightforward with you, and it's going to sound tough. Get over yourself. That is the easiest way to say it. It took me many years to get over myself. You're going to feel sorry for yourself. Oh, this, that. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. People actually enjoy it when you're down and out. So get yourself together. Deal with it. Money comes and goes. Money can come today. Money can be gone tomorrow. Don't let the money thing... and then get a plan of action that you can start executing on again. But don't dwell on it. If you're going to dwell on it, it festers. It's like a bacteria. It starts to grow. It starts to destroy other parts of your life. So you're going to have to deal with it very quickly, put it behind you, and start focusing on the next setup.
But I also feel that biggest loss is going to make you who you are and the trader you're meant to be. Because the way you deal with it is also going to tell a lot about your character.
But don't let it.
And also don't rely much only on one thing. Eh? If you blow, what will happen? One thing is dangerous. Must always have some proper backups. Hey, this thing, you can be unlucky, and you are doomed by that time. You all your eggs are in one basket. Very, very dangerous. You'll be depressed.
What is happening? Oh, it's flat day. Flat day.
Yeah.
Daily flipped gold rejecting there. Point of control. I would love if yesterday can just give me that extra, that 2-piece. Come on, yesterday, you can do it. I made my most and I blew it all.
Yeah, when you have that,
Always think about the long game, Chad.
you have that first big loss there. Sure, bro, it's a sucker punch, eh? You feel sick.
Don't be too excited. If you are winning, then don't be too sad when you are losing. Balance the equation.
Yeah, Chad, I'm sorry, I hate to be that guy, but for everyone, if you sit there going, my trading's all lacquer, I've never experienced that. I hate to be the person that's going to burst your bubble, but it's coming. It's coming.
Your losing stake is coming. What are you gonna do?
I can tell you now, I don't care who you are, but every trader had that phase they went through.
I think also it is upon one's duty, Chris, to educate themselves about financial management. This thing is not just about opening and closing trades. It goes a long way. How you manage your money is very, very important too. You can make the money, but to manage it and keep it somehow can also be off. You are good at making the money, but you are not good at doubling the money or increasing the money. So you have to learn a lot about finances.
Yeah. But also it goes back to, I think, like what Brian's saying there. It's that typical Murphy's Law. The day you up your lots is the day that those losses are going to come. And I think that's also one thing. We had the conversation the one day with someone, and we were talking to this guy about, but how did you get to that point? Because the minute he did something, he took the loss, and it was a bigger loss, and he couldn't deal with it. And I think that's what a lot of guys focus on is when you take that next step in your trading. When, let's say, for example, you up in the lots and it becomes bigger trades, it's all fair and well to sit there and go, okay, I have the capital, which in theory, yes, I can finally start risking more, make bigger trades. And you sit there going, I'm going to have bigger trades, bigger returns, life's going to be great. But with coming with bigger returns means you are also putting bigger possible losses on the table. And it's all fair and well to mentally say, hey, I'm ready to make more money, but are you ready to take more losses in one shot? Are you ready for the negative part if that's what happens? And I think a lot of guys don't focus on that.
Yeah.
They forget there's a balance in life.
The business this thing. You eat all your profits, you are doomed.
Hey James, this current chat and market conditions ideal for what or how to deal with minimum setups. A gross little entry, Mr. B also on point. This is a big journey. Yeah. Hard being ready to take the knocks. Clint never taught that.
Haha. Keys on nothing on Bonang screen.
That's fine. Took a very huge loss in USD yesterday. Not gonna lie, I still haven't recovered from that mentally. Took a massive drawdown on my 2 accounts. It's tough, bro. And I mean, I think that's also the next thing is then people rush back in to the markets because they wanna make it back, and this obviously plays into the death loop Chris talks about with you guys. But the furthest thing is, if you're not in that mental state, you shouldn't rush back into the markets. You need to get yourself back into the correct state to actually approach the markets again.
No, I think also before you even execute a trade, you should be prepared mentally for anything and be willing to take it when it comes. Don't be that person who keeps on stretching their stop loss.
Yeah.
You keep stretching your stop loss until your whole account is blown, which means your plan was never there. You know, let's say I have 1,000, Chris. If I have 1,000, I'm entering a trade, I'm willing to lose 300. If it loses, I'm not going to stretch and say it might come back. No, my setup did not work. It's X. Then you move on, you know. But the thing is, people would enter and they would want to pray for the market to make a U-turn. Slowly, the market will eventually hit them hard. But the main thing in life, generally, even me, myself, I have watched it. Don't be too excited when you are winning. Very, very important. This thing will humble you. These markets, they will humble you.
That they will. Bro, now that I'm seeing it, on a side note, did you see our boys in talks for the Bugatti?
Who's that?
Matt.
Matt Armstrong.
Yeah.
He's gonna get a Bugatti. Wait.
He's in talks to buy Alex G's Bugatti that he crashed.
Did Alex G crash his Bugatti? Bro.
Chad, I
where-
swear this guy lives under a rock sometimes.
Dude, I'm blocked by Alex G.
Yeah, but it's all over the flippin'.
Where?
Check it, bro.
Do you think he did it for marketing to now be on Matt Armstrong's? I think he's doing it for marketing, bro. Some marketing stuff, please. I'm telling you now. He crashed it to be on Matt Armstrong's because now Matt Armstrong, yeah, bro, Alex G. And where did Matt Armstrong post?
He posted it.
The new G program. Yo, that guy.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, no, it definitely is a marketing thing. But you know, that's the one thing, and Chris and myself always say, like, we'll always give a guy credit where credit's due. I can't trade, but
You can
probably
market.
one of the best marketers on the planet.
This USDT must come down. What's wrong with it?
You know, people actually have that argument. You know who is, till today, I will argue, is literally one of the best business minds and marketers. Is, what's her name? Oh, now I hit a blank. Shit, what's her name? Kim Kardashian's mom.
Kris Jenner.
Kris Jenner. Bro, to turn your whole family into multi-billionaires and marketed your kids that have absolutely no skills, no value, nothing, and you turn them into that. Like insane stuff. But why can't Alex G hire a proper trader, so like a white label, and sell the signals? At least he's selling a proper product. Because I think if you think of it, yes, you could do that, but I think you do that, you kind of admit in the fact that you can't trade. And the whole personal brand is him built off of his story. Remember that. He's at least Kim's daughter lets her know she's useless and has no skills. Yo, Chris was quick on the Kardashian question.
Chris Jenner.
How was the market yesterday, Chris? Did you catch these drops,
smooth.
sells or
Very,
buys?
very smooth.
Nice one.
Caught the buys on gold, caught early US 30 buy, and that was it. It was very,
Smooth.
very smooth.
Seeing Q-Bank's last video
Wonderful.
on YouTube, you're on there. I don't know what Q did. I saw a thing the other day, apparently. I don't know if it's true or not, but Lambo rules leaving the forex industry.
Really?
Yeah, and to be fair, actually, we were talking the other day about this. I think it was Carl and myself were chatting about it, and I actually said he did go very, very quiet. He hasn't been posting, he hasn't been doing much, and then obviously he came out saying, he's done. He's closing everything, and I mean, he's made more than enough money, and he has so many other business ventures. But I want to see if he actually follows through. Anyone here watched the test versus him yesterday? Oh, yeah, I think we put like 400 on them or something. Lamberul's dad is also loaded. Yeah, no, his dad's one of the biggest dentists.
One day I want my son to also say my dad is loaded. That's my prayer.
Hey, there we go.
That's my prayer.
Mulder went 367 not out. Damn.
I want to also say my friend is loaded. Chris. One of these days
Ha! No, we must. We must.
I have my friends are loaded. Too much money around there.
No, we must be loaded to the gill.
Bonang, where are you gonna find your wife then? I just don't know. I don't know. Literally, I don't know. But God will make a way. I think Port Elizabeth, something will come up.
Oh. Ladies must watch out. How do I manage with my pregnant wife on the streets? Oh, Jesus save me. What?
On the streets. So you want a car at least. You can't walk with a pregnant woman. At least drive around.
Yo, Chad, what are you... The ladies are easy in PE, Bonang. Make of that what you will. Hey. Ed throwing shots at the PE women are going to come for Ed.
But one thing that you must always pray for is that God gives you the wisdom to find a good woman, a good wife, or else you marry wrong, you're in trouble.
He has not seen the confessions from PE on Instagram yet. Whew.
Do I need to see on Instagram? I must hear what God is saying. Instagram, whatever, is an issue.
That guy said
I should never be influenced by anybody.
Sure.
Only God.
Your wife's on the streets and you watching live streams.
Yo.
Yes, Chad. What is going on with you people today?
Chris says, yo.
What?
This market doesn't want to pay us. Come on, US 30.
Keeks, when are you going to Dubai? Ooh. Well, that's a question you guys would have to wait and see.
We can build our own Dubai.
PE confessions go crazy and Johannesburg, oh my word. Actually, as much as Joe, I thought Cape Town's crazy. I don't know what you people do in Cape Town. It's mad there.
Why do everyone go to Dubai when they make some good money?
Well, majority of the time it's the no tax there.
Yeah, I also hate that.
Chris, if it's possible, can you maybe explain how you use the fib levels for your second and third entries? I don't know how you measure or place the fib.
Wait, say again.
He wants to know, can you maybe explain how you use the fib levels to pull your second and third entries? I don't know how you measure or place the fib.
Okay. So what I do, let me quickly go to my screen. So my stop is usually slightly a little bit more than your average daily range. So in this case, 330. Then all I do is I've edited my fib to just give me the 100%, 75, 50, and 0, and the 25. And then all I do is I pull it from where my first entry is, and I pull it to where my stop loss is. And then basically all this fib is doing, it basically divided this into 4 equal lengths blocks. So I just missed that entry, unfortunately, but that is how I do it.
Chris and Keys, can I deposit in my XM
I'm not
account
sure.
with
Just
Revolt?
check if you on your profile on XM there's going to be a number of
Yeah, I was going to say, once you click
deposit.
deposit, you'll see all the PSPs and if it accepts it.
Yeah, Chad, that's how I do the Fibonacci.
Working there for a month gets you 250k a month in Dubai events industry. Guys, do you work out your lot sizes after you check how big your
My lot size
SL
is always the same for the account that I'm trading.
The Fibonacci. Bro, why don't we ever name our strat something like that? Like the Fibonacci still sounds cool. And then we come up with like McNugget. And Hasta la Vista. And I
Bro, we've got some.
good wife for the home that cooks and cleans, a side piece that's flashy for all the fun. Sure. Chad, you guys are wild. You know, hey bro, that's I think the thing people always understand is when you're busy, you genuinely don't have time for a side piece. Like, I'm sure Chris is the same. We get cucked on daily about how we need to chill and spend more time and do other shit. Then you think we still have time for side pieces.
Life is not a playground.
You rest, you rust. Hey, there we go.
Bonang didn't get the joke Chris just made. Major General.
Can you guys speak the Tory lingo? You?
Sometimes it's like the market watches you. You know, it can be bouncing exactly at your end. Your entry suddenly becomes support.
Brian, you can't be saying things like that, bro. Blamena is gonna beat your ass. Cribber busy with the coding in the background. Hashtag Iron 3000 incoming. My good sir Bonang. She's not watching, her. This is my safe space on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Hey. On XM, if my account says minus 200, does that mean I owe that? No, it should correct itself. I don't know how you got to minus, firstly, but no. If I'm correct, you should not owe them. They adjust for it.
That should be on NFP.
You guys don't get it. I would be losing my house to my bank for a loan of 5k by the end of the month, and my wife doesn't know about this. My brother, I think what the guys are saying is like, I mean, firstly, that's wild. I think if you need 5k, what they're saying is you shouldn't really be sitting on a stream. I think you should go out and do something that can get you 5k. But also, if your wife's in the streets, that's just another problem you should be addressing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's always what happens with something, and I think a lot of people, and this isn't for you, my brother, this is just in general. I think a lot of people, so funny enough, it's actually related to the post that's going out today. And the biggest thing that holds all of us back is ego. And why I say that is you could be in trouble. There's work you could do. I could give you how many jobs now that could go make you 5k. And you could make it work. But you'll be like, oh, but I don't want to do those type of jobs. Why? Because your ego gets in the way. There's times where people, for example, we're talking about one of the biggest things in today's world is social media. Building a personal brand. People don't want to build a personal brand because what do they say? But what do you think my friends are going to say? What do you think this person is going to say? What's this one going to think about me? Again, you let an ego get in the way. You need to do what's best for you, no matter what it takes. If that's what needs to be done, I think that's, and I think that also goes back to that day we kind of spoke about with Chris about men looking after their family. Is that's sometimes the hard thing about being men is you got to do the things we don't want to do, but we have to do it what needs to get done, and it's just part of it. So I think that's not just for you, my brother, in general. I think a lot of guys can take away from that. But yeah, I hope you come right with it, my brother. I hope you come up with the 5k. You still have, I think, what, either 3 weeks or just under 3 weeks for the month. Oh, relax, guys. Yeah. I would take any job to fund my account. It's my life at the end. No one coming to save us. There you go, my brother. I always say to people, if you dig yourself into a hole, you best know how to get yourself out that hole. Next time, don't take out a loan to try trading. Hey, Chad. Nathaniel, wrong day for the question. Chad is seeking to destroy. Yeah, the Chad is. Whew, they are right there today. Nathaniel, what was your question though, my brother? Sorry. I'd see what question they're talking about. Because a bank normally allows you to set up a payment plan for a short-term loan. If you're in arrears, you just need to talk to them. Yeah, facts. Are there any discount codes available? Mina, I think at the moment, just 2Gs. But hold off on it. I mean, the guys are going to drop I'm not going to say hold on, but I mean, if the guys get to 250 or if they get to 200, the guys are getting a discount code. So yeah, maybe see before the end of stream if the guys get it up to that 200 mark, just 29 more likes, Ed will be dropping that discount code for you guys. I'm taking a small part-time job just to pay for my VF account. That's it, guys. It's all about the hustle. If you don't know how to trade, you should really trade on demo to test multiple trades, etc. Never take loans for that. Jay, did someone say they took a loan? Is that why we keep saying that? Or are we just talking about DJs in general? Matthias, I have 6K. You saw it. Yellow Chad. Yo, you guys are brutal today. Which trader do you respect in the SA space though? Chris? Nah, Chad, there's a handful of guys that you respect in the SA space. If you ever see us around them, if the guys that you know, you see we stand by, if we stand by them, I respect them. I'm not going to put myself around someone that I don't think is doing decent and has the right morals and values. I'm not going to sell myself out to put myself in a circle of people that I don't actually have any intentions of adding value to or things like that. So simple. If they're around us, if they're in our circle, I'll back them. You took a loan last month to trade. Oh damn. Okay. Yeah, okay. This is the dude who was here like 2-3 weeks ago. He said he took out a loan to try trading, and oh damn. Okay. Sure. All right. Yeah, not the best decision you made there, my brother. I'll give you 7 for the house. Do you think the tariffs will affect how much we get fruit from for events through on the other side? I think once we need to let it play a little bit, like let it simmer, and then we'll see the reaction on it. Where's your USD stop loss? Ask Bonang there. Wait, are you? I think Chris is also gonna sell, isn't he? So you stop loss, are you asking about the one that's on the screen? Because I mean, you can read it then, or are you asking about Chris's one? Just let us know there. Good things take time, great things take pressure, legendary things take everything you've got. I love that, bro. I love that. You guys are awesome. Just wish I found your match sooner. Hey, we really appreciate it, man. It means a lot. But we're glad to have you here and have you part of the team.
There's somebody who's asking me a question.
What are the rules? Oh, I think he was asking you about your stop loss, Bonang.
On what?
US 30.
Who is that? That person doesn't know that. For me, I don't use those things. It's something that they know already. I don't use stop loss.
Yeah,
I use a mindset. Let me just show them. You're on my screen, right?
Yeah, it's on your screen, my brother.
Right, this is US 30. There is a possibility that this price is going to drive all the way from here to here. So I leave a room in case I use mindset stop loss. So in case the price comes here and I can't hold anymore, I close. If price comes here but I'm still holding, I don't have a problem because I didn't enter aggressively here. So, but if I was very, very aggressive, this area 550, this will be an area of interest. That means I will stop loss there. Nevertheless, stop loss is open, but TP is not open. We are coming to 43,984 basically.
He's not in South Africa at the moment.
Where is he?
In Georgia. He's in Georgia till October, November.
So there are people, Chris, where is Chris? I have something that I want to address with you here, guys. I don't want any element of stress in my life. If I'm stressed, I blow.
Alrighty. Chad, I'm gonna have to run in a couple of minutes. I've got a optometry appointment. Let's check here. Gold starting to drop down. That is what I was talking about, that previous daily high being swept. Point of control being rejected. US 30 starting to come, just missed that second entry, would have been stunning. But now currently back at that point of control. I do also think we are back at Asia highs. There we go. So we will see what this is going to do. NASDAQ currently also at Asia highs. What is the dollar doing? Alright, as mentioned this morning, that is the area that you need to monitor. Failed to hold above, now breaking below. Very slow session, Chad. Very slow. Taking out loans for trading, don't do it.
Chris.
Yo.
Yeah, there's something that I wanted to say. I think the on my side, I have got people who seem to be abusing me and stressing me. But I wish even the community itself can also understand my view.
Talk to me.
The fact that the podcast has not came out yet. It seems like there are people who are not happy with the car that I bought, and they are sending people screenshots of the news. That remember I did mention the issue of circulating in Botswana there and prison issues. So the thing that I just wanted to say is that people should not abuse me or use my past against me, because I've received several reports of people screenshotting my previous past, sending them to our community. So I want everyone, even on the chat here, to know that I'm not hiding the fact that I was in prison before, and I did mention it also on stream that I was in prison, and there are reasons why I found myself there. So if at all people would send you screenshots of the newspaper, I'm on a public domain. I've been spoken about the whole country of Botswana, so please do not let those things come in between me and you as a community. I'm not here to take anyone to prison or to even change you into a criminal or whatsoever. I'm here just to share the knowledge I have, and you also understand the fact that I'm not here to steal anything from anybody. Circumstances of life led me to where I found myself in prison, and there are reasons behind that. I think the podcast is the one that can actually clarify the main reason why I found myself in prison. I didn't choose that part.
But I think let's talk about it now. For the chat, there's 300 people here.
Yes.
Let's talk about it now. Give the guys some background as to why you were in prison in Botswana.
Yes, yes.
Tell the people, Chad. Yes, here's the story.
Okay. Literally, what led me to prison is very simple, guys. If you check how I grew up, I lost my mom. I lost my father at a very young age there in Zimbabwe, there in a place called Emawabeni. So when my mom passed away, my family literally said, actually not my family, I would say, but I would call them my family nevertheless, because my mom was taken care of by that family. So she grew up at her uncle's place and she gave birth to me while she was staying there. My mom was mentally disturbed. She was already a burden to that family. So it became a little bit heavy for them to even find a life with her. So they thought that maybe that sickness in my mom's head will also come to me and they will still suffer violence at all. So they didn't like my mom. When my mom passed away, 2006, they actually literally called a meeting to say, from today in this family, there's no one who's going to take care of you. There's no one who's going to buy you food. So you have to find a way. It's either you leave school and take care of our kekli, be the head boy of our kekli in order for us to feed you. Other than that, you have to go out and look for a work. That is when previously I had a vision that I had. I took a decision to go, because if I had stayed there, I was never going to be who I am or going to be where I am today. So I found myself leaving that yard at a young age, and I'm leaving that yard. They took everything of my mom. They burnt it in a farm. So all the documentations, all the birth certificates and everything, they were burnt there. So I went into the bush, stayed in the bush. I literally stayed in the bush with the Apostolic Church. So I stayed in the bush with the Apostolic Church. I was serving the prophets there, and then they also trained or gave me prophecies that you are a great man of God, you are going to be a great prophet. So I stayed in the bush with them. Guys, rain was raining, we were there. Sun, we were there. Cold, we were there for literally about 4 years. Then we started to move from province to province, Blawayo, all the way to Plumtree. I landed myself in Botswana. So when I landed myself in Botswana, remember I was still young, so I grew up in Botswana. From that age, it happened that the lady that I had landed in, for example, I landed still in the bush, right? We are moving from bush to bush, planting churches. These apostolic churches. It's called Johann Masowe. If you have heard of them, they wear white garment. So they really helped me in terms of, because I had nothing to do or anywhere to go, but they showed me the path of the Lord. So I stayed with them. They became my brothers. Found myself in Botswana. Now that I'm in Botswana, I am only knowing church and God, and I'm helping people there. So people were coming to the bush that way we were. It's more like a mountain there in Francistown. Gerald, if you know Francistown, people were coming there for help, up and down, up and down. So now that the people were many people coming for help and so forth, another woman came and said, you are such a young child who deserves to have a family. I'm going to adopt you and help you. And remember, she's adopting me with the word of mouth. She's not literally doing any documentation. That means I do not have a background that links me to any family, only me and that woman. So I became a child. So I found myself running the ministry. Then the ministry grew. Now, when the ministry grew, I literally did not think that this is an offense to other people. There are people who did not like the growth of the ministry because purely for them it was a business. Well, if you go to the church that I was attending previously, we did not take offering in the Apostolic Church. They did not allow offering. They did not even allow internet, nor even a phone, to enter with a phone in the church. So God converted me, moved me from the apostolic into the charismatic church. But I took that same system from the apostolic into the charismatic church. We were not taking offering. We were not taking tithe. We were not taking this. All we were doing was just to preach. So people came in their numbers and the church grew and grew and grew. So now, remember, when the ministry grows, this thing you are doing purely heart, out of love and so forth. Then it happened that the woman who I was staying with, then did what we call documents for me. I'm not a child, remember, but she gave me a birth certificate to then use as my name. That's how, for me to have a document. Remember, if you are running a church, almost 3,500 people are coming in and out. You have to be, some responsibility has to be there. If a person happens to maybe collapse or die in the church, documentation has to be there. Who is the prophet? Where does the prophet come from? And what does the prophet do? So we went that route. But I made a mistake because when I was going to the that route of documentation, I'm doing it just in front of everyone, especially the wise men. There is a guy who was next to me who drives me up and down, this and that. So I'm doing this, he's watching. So he developed some sabotage kind of a thing to say almost every week he would come looking for money, until I got tired myself to say, you know what, my guy, if you are going to continue sabotaging me like this, just go ahead, because I remember I had no money. Our ministry was full of people, so people were just helping us. I didn't have money to say I can continuously pay somebody not to speak or say that I have documents while I do not literally come from that country. I hope this makes sense. So he then went on to say, no, it's fine. He met then with my enemies. I didn't notice that I had enemies almost the entire country. That's how this thing was big. But literally in my heart and everything, I'm so soft, open to everyone, just like I'm doing right now, because people would twist things and then turn things against me. But at the end of the day, I was very much open to the people and open to the guy. Then he took the entire openness and used it against me. The good part of it, they did not know where I came from. It's only me who knew where I came from. So now it went on. Now they put me on a public platform, newspapers. I think newspapers were reporting my case almost every single week, front pages throughout 2017, 2018, 19, 20, 2021. This was the case. So 2017 went to prison, 6 months in prison, and then the magistrate kept on saying, I can't give you bail. You are an unknown person. If we grant you bail, you are going to escape. Now, I didn't know also that even the magistrate was involved in the fact that they just wanted to stop the church and stop me by all means. So this had gone further with the fact that pastors had came together in that community, and they came together even to use the system against me. So they refused with bail for 6 months, and then up until he said, go to the high court. I went to the high court. At the high court, the judge then released me. His statement was very simple. You are bringing me a person whom you are saying I must deny his name, but there's no any other person contrary to this person. So for me, I'm releasing this person because he is this person. You may be saying he's not this person, but things and facts that are before me in court, they point to him. So I can't stand here as a court and being asked to deny a person to be somebody while there is no any other person complaining that this is my name, this and that. And then the judge says, this thing is systematic. You can't grant two identities to two different people using one document. So if this person has been using this document, this passport, this driver's license, which means it's him and he's him alone. If you say it's not a Motswana, it's not from within the country, but or within a village that you are pointing that he doesn't come from there, he might be coming from elsewhere, but within the country. So he is a citizen. That's how I got out. Now, when I got out, remember it's 7 months, the 7th month. Now I'm on bail. 2018, 19, 20, things are hard. Life is not easy, and the community itself doesn't like people like me. You know, they can't accept people like me. Even the ministry was a little bit down, no longer the same as it was before because of the misinterpretation or whatsoever story that was said out there. Now, it happens that 2021, the magistrate again says, I'm finding you guilty, I'm sending you back to prison. Remember the 7 months I spent in prison, plus these other years of struggling, no document. Like if I have medical conditions, I can't go to any clinic because I need an ID. I suffered. And it happened that now I was taken back 2021, back to prison. Now this is 1 year sentence again. That's the time of lockdown. when I was sentenced, the day I was sentenced, the whole country went on lockdown. Came out, went 1 year, 2021. That's where I came out of prison. So the 2021, when I came out of prison, I just came out and I was within Botswana, right? So life was a bit hard and difficult. Then I decided to, you know what, let me go back to Zimbabwe. That's how I went back to Zimbabwe 2021. Things a bit difficult. And then in Zimbabwe, I had documents, and that's how I came about. So when you hear or you see the name Onai, the name Onai, honestly speaking, if it means that I'm meant to stay in prison or live in prison, it's fine. But that's a bought name. I bought that name because I don't have anybody to speak for me. I don't have anybody to stay on my behalf. So I bought that name because there's no family to cover up for me. So I had to go and pay for that name, Onai. Onai is just a simple interpretation of the name Bonang that my mom gave me. So I interpreted it to a language I don't know or to a language I don't understand in order for me to have a life. So I have a problem with people who use my past against me. And I don't know what I've done to these people. So as for the community as well, I don't know where I belong. But I want you to know and understand that I'm not here to do anything or any harm to anybody. I'm just a child.
That's a child.
As they circulate all my past or all the news that was said about me, sending it to you or whatsoever, please. I didn't do what I did because I wanted to. Circumstances forced me to do that.
Oh, Chad, this is it being real and raw with you. We wanted how many times, and I think you guys also needed to hear this because I think it goes in what we've spoke about with everything. And that's why myself and Chris have said we've seen Bonang. We know his story. We know the man he is, the man of God he is. And that's it, my brother. You found your place. You're here with us. You know we back you. This community backs you. You're here with us, brother. You're one of us. And nothing's going to take that away. This is a family here. We're your family now. And we always got each other's back. Chad, and we've always said from day one, it's been real and raw. You've seen it from Chris. You've seen it from myself. You see it from Bonang. That's what this community was built on, for each other. To be there for each other. To support each other. So Bonang, my brother, know this community loves you. This community is there for you. We there for you. You found your place, my brother. You're here with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I think when you get a chance, you can sit there and obviously go through some of the chat there with the guys. They're there for you, bro. They love you. As I said, they've embraced you. They know you, what you mean, what you stand for, and no one uses any of the past or any of that against you. Those that do they're obviously small-minded. They're not thinking past anything, because we've always spoke about it. This, even on stream, behind closed doors, we've always said it, myself, Chris, Miles, Mo, Ed, the girls here, Kate, we've all spoken. You're one of the most genuine people we've ever met, and that's why we always make a plan for you. That's why when we traveled up now, we made it a mission to get some time to see you, spend some time with you. So as I say, my brother, know you're part of the family here. We love you. We're here for you. We always got your back, my brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Always, my brother. Chad, I think it was, unfortunately, Chris had to leave you at the end. He had an appointment he had to get to. So unfortunately, he had to just miss you at the end. But it's what we built this community off of, Chad. There was never anything to lie to people. There was never something to manipulate, to steal, to scam. We built a community off being South Africans, being people that all have issues, being people that are all striving to better our lives, for ourselves, for our families, for our futures, just to do better. And we all came together for that purpose. We're building a community that stands for that, and that it will always be the core. And that's why I think we always talk about it. Where those intentions are pure and genuine, you can never go wrong. You find yourself on a path where God will always lead you. You will always find a way. And I always go by this saying. It was something my pastor said to me the one time when I was younger and I was going through a difficult time. And it always stuck with me after that. And he said to me, he said, Keegan, the Lord made you walk the life that you walked and are walking because he knew you were strong enough to do it. He knew you were strong enough to go through those difficulties, to learn the lessons and share those lessons with the people. And that's the same there for Bonang. He had that trust in him that he knew this was someone special. This was someone who could be tested. He could be trialed. He could be done everything against him. And he would still come out the other side. He would still have his head up high. He would still show the doubters wrong. Because that's where in faith we trust. And Bonang is literally the walking example of that. So I think there's a lot you can learn, Chad. Even if it's a thing of not learning trading. Take the trading out of the picture. If you're not learning trading from any of us. If you're just talking about being a man, characteristics, morals, values, there's a lot you can learn from people, for example, like Bonang. So, Chad, on that, I think we always are, yeah. You know, we are there to support you guys, and you support us. You think a lot of the time people see it as life is this beautiful thing. And Bonang opened himself up to you. There's no lie in there, Chad. You can see it. It's raw emotion. It's real with you guys. And a person does that when, I want to say, they're vulnerable. And they allow themselves to be vulnerable. And it's the same way because you give to Bonang, he gives everything to you. That's the person he is. So, back each other. Look out for each other. It's human decency, guys. We'll always stand strong. There's our boy Miles in the chat. People think there's an issue with Miles. We are brothers. We stand together. We want the best for each other. So as we said there, I think those of you, I know there's a lot of messages, a lot of love that you guys are showing for Bonang. And as you say, my brother, again, we stand by you. We got you. This community stands by you. You're part of us. And nothing's going to change that. So I think we are going to do this now. We are going to get ready to wrap it up. And Chad, on that note, Bonang, again, you know, my brother, we do always have you here. That's not going to change. But we appreciate you. We love you, my brother. You're part of the family, yeah. So again, thank you for being who you are. Thank you for always being real. Thank you for being genuine. And again, being the great person you are. But Chad, I think if you guys can I know there's a lot of messages there for Bonang. I mean, maybe either you can send him a message. You can go pop him a DM, anything like that. Because again, I think people see it and not say take it for granted, but you never understand sometimes what the other people go through. The nightmares they face and remember and the difficulties they had. And like we say, people are very quick to judge or take for granted. But I think, Chad, we're going to leave it there. We're going to close off. We are going to shoot that podcast with Bonang again. If it takes us 20 times, Chad, we're going to take it because this man has one of the most inspiring and powerful stories to tell. And we will make sure his story gets out there. But Bonang, appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for always being here with us. Thank you for being part of the team. Are you going to be around for New York?
Yes, I'm around.
Okay, then we'll have you with us for New York, my brother. But rest up, enjoy it. As I say, know you are wanted here. You are part of the family.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you for everything, my brother. And Chad, to you guys, thank you guys for being everything. We've always said it. We're growing, and it's taken us a while. It's taken us hard, but I think, again, when you do things the right way with that time and effort, we've built one of the most genuine and pure communities in this industry. And I think that is something for all of us that we can be proud of. So, Chad, again, thank you to all of you. Thank you for everything you guys do. And we're going to see you guys a little bit later. All right. So take care, guys. Keep your heads up. Don't let those haters win. Prove the world wrong. That sometimes you always say the good guys finish last. They don't. They've got a much more difficult road. But when they come out on the end, it's so much more worth it. Peace and love, baby. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Cheers, baby.
Thank you.